Hi survivors, it's me Purpose Ann reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well, because what's going on in this world is not. It does not take a rocket scientist to figure out that we're living in the last days. It does not take a rocket scientist to figure out that these are some extremely strange, deranged, and troublesome times in which we are living in. A lot of this stuff that's going on, y'all, was in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures in describing what will occur in the last days. And I don't know if people are trying to ignore it, avoid it, or some people just don't really know much about the word of God, which is obvious because the world is in a hot mess. The world is in a hot mess. Anything and everything goes. Everybody follow behind a system that don't give a doggone about any of us. But that's what's really going on. It just trips me out how many people are really following behind this system, the G-O-V, that plots and schemes to take everything from us, from our health, our life, our money, divide our families all up, then just made a hot mess of society. They divide everybody up in classifications in regards to their finances. They divide everybody up in regards to their ethnicities and their nationalities, and most people go for it. Just some idiots. And then they keep everybody so busy. You're so busy running behind money till you just can never just calm yourself and get to yourself and even just meditate and think about what it is that God brought you here on this earth to do. What is your true purpose out here? Is it to be following behind, let me go get this job so I can barely get by? And the little money that I make anyway, I gotta give it all up to the man. Don't get me wrong, having a job is nothing wrong with it. But we all sitting up here like some chickens with our head cut off, just going. And whatever, don't know what we're going for, what it's going to head to, or if it's going to be suffice for our families to survive off of 50 to 100 years when we out of here. Mostly not. Then it's so bad with the distractions. People pay attention to the latest celebrity gossip. People paying attention to the latest news that they put out there. I'm not saying not to pay attention to the news, because that will help us to stay prepared for things or to be knowledgeable about things that are going on in our area. But I'm saying pay attention to also what God wants you to do for once. We're dealing with a Luciferian system that don't like God, don't believe in God, and doing everything anti-God right now. But I'm going to go back to the subject at hand, to the topic at hand. It's don't leave home unless you're ready to get stranded somewhere, or unless you don't plan on returning back. Y'all, I don't know if y'all been hearing about, what's this noise? About what's been going on with the airline industry, y'all. It is really crucial. It's severe. I had friends that got stranded from a flight they supposed to be catching out of United Airlines last week. I forgot where they were headed. They said they didn't find out till they got to the airport. Even some people going through some stuff right now. I'm going to tell y'all about that next. They got to the airport, found out that the flight was canceled due to all this extreme weather. If you want to really know what's going on with the weather, follow my brother Weatherman Plus, because he gonna give accurate updates every single day, y'all. It's been some crazy, erratic, strange things with this so-called weather. But that's what's really going on. For all y'all who thinks the weather is acts of God nowadays, I'm telling you, man got their hands in some of everything, allegedly. But anyway, going back to these flights, right? So they got there, didn't find out till like an hour before it's time for them to board the plane, that their flights had been canceled, and they didn't have another one coming for another 2 or 3 days. So they were stranded in the place where they were. Whether the airlines was giving vouchers for hotels, vouchers for food, I'm pretty sure, but I didn't hear about that story. Then they told me that the same day they go on to the United app and they saw other flights going to the same destination that the airlines had canceled, saying there was no flights going out that day, for like $1,000, $2,000. It's a lot of scheming going on. It's a lot of crooked stuff going on. Y'all, I'm telling you, if you don't have to go away from your home and your hometown and town and where you live, where you got your preps and where you got people and places that you know about, don't do it. Some people were overseas, got stranded, still in the airport, still can't get home. And it's only so much that them airlines gonna take care of. And some of them don't even take care of that. Had another friend call me. They got on JetBlue. She said, I never fly JetBlue. She said, but I didn't want to get on United with all the stuff that's going on with it. She's a United member because she flies so frequently. She said, I chose JetBlue. She said, I get here, they canceled the trip. She said it was a lady talking to them crazy. She had me on the phone, the lady talking to them crazy like it's their fault. She said it was a long, long line. Same thing the lady told me about United Airlines. The customer service line was so long. She said it was hours before they got to the front of the line. When they got to the front of the line, they said all they could give them was a voucher for $12.50 to get something to eat. If you are a frequent flyer, you know there ain't nothing in the airport that's $12.50. Y'all know I was an avid traveler. Nothing in there, no $12, maybe a bottle of water and something to drink. But when it comes to food, the food in the airport is so expensive. Then she said they was trying to get them a hotel voucher because there was going to be another flight the next day. The hotel voucher didn't come to 5 to 7 hours later. They had to sit up there and stay in the airport. Told the people who had luggage, don't worry about your luggage. You can't get your luggage. We're going to have it on the next flight. So the people couldn't even get their luggage. So they can, if they were able to get a hotel or get a hotel voucher, they could, take baths or showers and change their clothes. Y'all, it's just a mess. Flying right now, it's a mess. Traveling right now, it's a lot of horrendous stories. People can't get back home. People stranded where they are. Even on Greyhound is so terrible when it comes to travel. They just sometimes, if the bus driver don't like you, they'll put you off in the middle of the road. It can be real dark. I am a witness to that. I used to travel Greyhound all the time. Greyhound have been leaving people stranded all at the Greyhound bus stations where they don't even have it open like past 10 or 11 o'clock at night at some of these places, and people are just stranded. If you don't have to leave home, your hometown, don't do it. And you even have to be careful in your own hometown with all these agendas, let alone trying to go somewhere else. But you don't know what's really going on, y'all. It's some terrible times out here. I'm trying to tell you. It's really bad. It seems like it's just like really time to just hunker down. Do whatever you can where you are locally and in your home and stay out the way. It's some terrible things going on out here, y'all. And it just continues and continues and continues. If I had to upload every time something's going on, that probably every 30 seconds. I'm serious. That's just how bad it is out here and how much insanity it is. And it's all by design to inconvenience our lives, to take our time, take our money, make us frustrated and upset, because those things also affect your health. That's why I try to iterate to everybody that I come across the importance of eating less, exercising, and praying, because that helps your mental so much. A mind is a terrible thing you want to waste. Your mind is the last thing you want something to happen to these days and times. Come tell you, something happened to you, it's no guarantee you're going to have somebody to take care of. Somebody going to take care of you. I done seen it all my life with different people, especially in the Black community. I've seen people, grandmothers and mothers, raise their families and children. As soon as they get Alzheimer's or something, they put them in a home, or they don't pay attention to them, or there ain't nobody there for them the way they was there for them. I'm telling y'all. Y'all know that I'm not lying. So protect your mind at all costs. Try to stay where you are if you can. I'm telling you, and my friend's still stranded in that airport, way yonder somewhere trying to get back home, and just as frustrated as they can be. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, and pay attention to what's going on. Keep your head on a swivel. Watch people around you. Stay prayerful at all times. We living in the last days. These are some strange times, and the system is doing everything they can to inconvenience our lives and take us out of here allegedly. But that's what's really going on. So be careful. Be careful what you're putting in your mouth. Be careful what you feed in your mind, especially early in the morning when you're putting all that bad news in your head. I ain't saying not to look at the news. I'm just saying be careful with it. And please follow me on Patreon for real, raw, uncut, unfiltered content. And if you're looking for land in bug-out areas of Texas, I have some for sale and for lease. And as always, watch this world, watch the weather. Smell your water, boil and purify your water before you use it. Keep surviving. PurposeAnd.com.